Okay, i-share ko lang yung link sa ating. Alright, so good afternoon everyone. So before we start our presentation, pa-comment po muna ako ng anything you wanna say sa ating chat box so that I can see kung sino-sino na po yun nandito sa ating klase. Then after that, I will go to send you the link of our um, attendance here in our chat. Good afternoon po. Okay, sige. Send ko na muna yung ano natin ha, yung attendance form natin. So, may marami tayo students here. Okay, send ko na. Okay, pa-fill out ko muna ako ng form before we start. Gusto niyo ba na i-announce ko na yung ano, yung sabihin ko na yung announcement ko bago tayo mag-start para medyo ganahan kayo ng konti. Okay, so after filling out the form, kindly take a screenshot as proof of your attendance. Huwag niyo munang isi-send, later na lang po. And then, kindly like this video and also comment present if you are done accomplishing the form. Thank you. Reporters, you don't have to fill out the form. So I can see that sinong kulang sa inyo? Parang kulang kayo 15.
Sir, si ano po, si Marlene Lubigan po, pati si Chrysostom po.
Why are they?
Kasi Marlene daw po kasi may trabaho, sir. Tapos si
Okay.
Chrysostom daw, sir, nagpa-vaccine daw po.
Okay, so si Crisostomo ba ay on the first part or middle or last part?
Ang last part po siya.
Last part. So most probably hindi naman siya maaabutan. So hopefully next meeting ay nandito na siya para makapag-present siya. Kasi malaking factor po kapag hindi kayo nakapag-present ng inyong report. Okay. So, what do you want? Sabihin ko na ba yung announcement ko before we start?
Apo, sir.
Pwede naman, sir, para isang
Bumubulong.
isang kapahan na lang.
Okay, sige. Agree ba yung mga nasa... Sige po, sir. Sige. Okay, so as you can see, doon sa photo na sinend ko of list of the top students of my class as of midterm. Yan. So once again, congratulations for those na nandun sa top. And as I said, to set your expectations sa magiging final grade nyo. Okay, para hindi kayo magulat na, bakit ako bagsak? Okay. Or bakit mababa yung grade ko? Kasi, guys, my work is to just give you a lesson and record your scores, your grades. Okay, hindi po nagre-record lang po ako ng performance ninyo. Okay, hindi po ako ang gumagawa niyan. Alright? So, in line with this, actually it's my tradition since nung nag-start ako ng pagtuturo ko that I gave some sort of token of appreciation or just simple gift to those top students ng klase ko. So what do I mean by the top students of my class? So sila po yung top students na mga kakuha ng highest grade sa klase ko. So before the pandemic, tinitreat ko sila sa labas. Kumakain kami sa labas. Sama daw si Sir Mark. I remember nung siguro pinakamarami na is 8 students ang trinit ko nung time na yon of each section ha. So since you are one section, I will be giving gift. Ikaw, depende. 10 naman now, sir. What? Sumabol pa. 10 naman daw. Gusto nyo ba 10? Sige, gawin natin 10. Sige, gawin. Ano bang gusto nyo? I was thinking kasi of those students that will get of 1, final grade ha. Final grade of 1, flat 1, 125, 1.5, and 1.75 na grade. And then, upon checking your grades, mukhang after ng final exam, siguro may out of 87, if I'm not mistaken, lahat na po sir para walang magtampo. Wow! Mind you guys, you are 87 students under 1 HM1. And compared with my salary, baka abonado pa ako. Okay? Lahat na outing para lahat, sir. Well, siguro ano na lang natin ng separate na lang 'yon. Kasi sir, mahal namin kayo ha. Maawa po kayo sabi. Yung outing siguro next time na lang. Pero this special recognition, binibigay ko talaga siya doon sa mga top students ng klase ko. Okay, especially sa mga first year. Sa second year, yung second year hindi ko nabigay yan, so most probably magbibigay din ako sa second year. Okay, so sa first year yan, sa subject, malamang sa subject ko lang. Hindi ko kaya lahat sa subject nyo. Sa subject ko lang. Okay? So, upon seeing your grades as of midterm, ilan ba yung nakakuha ng 1 na grade? 6. Si Miss Race, Redubla, Vicedo, Camba, Espanya, and Miss Co. And upon checking, I think before the final or at the final exam, siguro may magkakaroon ng mga 15 to 20 students na may grade na 1.75. Okay? So, masyadong marami. Maawa kayo sa akin. Oo. So, I'm thinking of top 10 students na lang para hindi naman ako mamumulugi sa inyo. Ang daming, wala namang perang pinag-uusapan. Ititreat ko lang sila.
I-treat mo sila. Pwede bang magpatap
Oo.
para matreat mo rin ako?
Loko-loko. Ayun, so top 10 students. Okay? So ito yung mga nasa hanggang top 14. Ayan, siguro yan yung nasa top 14 ngayon, sila yung mga may chance na makaabot dun sa top 10. So, pagalingan na lang dito, guys. Okay? And to those students na nandun sa laylayan ng lipunan, mga nasa tres, guys, medyo it doesn't necessarily mean na tres kayo ngayong midterm, tres pa rin yan hanggang finals. Kaya yung makahabol. Actually,
Tutor ako
merong ilan to, 23 students na wala sa list. So, sila yung mga hindi nakaabot sa grade na 75. So, wala sila dun sa list na binigay ko. Alright, so, okay. So, yun lang naman yung announcement ko. So, good luck. And this report will be part of the final examination so that, guys, please listen very carefully and pay attention to the reporter so that...
Dapat yung top 10, sinama mo sa outing.
Wala pa nga. Outing na natin next week Okay? Next time na. Mag-outing na lang siguro kami pag pwede na yung... Pag may face-to-face na. No? Alright. So, without further ado, let's welcome the Group 6 headed by Mr. Garabiles and his team discussing the Chapter 7 Hotel Organization. Alright? So, please give them a round. Pabalik po muna sa first slide po, please. Alright, so again, please welcome the Group 6, Mr. Garabiles. Please do the honors. Thank you.
We are Group 6 and here's our report. It's about hotel organization. Our first reporter is Misko. You can start.
Okay. Pabalik po sa first page. Thank you. Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, classmates. We are the Group 6, and we're going to report about the hotel organization. So here are the learning objectives. A hotel is structured organizationally to meet the following objectives. So, ito po yung mga tatalakayan natin sa Group 6, which first is to maximize revenue or yung sale or yung kita through efficient room occupancy. So, mamaya po madidiscuss po natin about yung occupancy load. It is calculated po by dividing the area of a room by its prescribed units of area per person po. So, depende kung ilang tao po ba ang mag-accommodate sa room. So, mamaya po ay may mga ipapakita rin na mga chart na i-discuss yun sa mga units of area per person. So, for specific room po. And then next, to maximize food and beverage revenue with excellent meals. So, dito din, syempre malaki din naman syempre pag nag-i-stay din naman sa hotel, hindi mawawala ang food and beverage. So, kung gaano kaganda nila i-represent yung food, ganon din naman kaganda yung yung bilanan ng food. Kaya, ayun po, to maximize food and beverage revenue po. Next is to earn from other minor department using the synergy of activities. So pag sinabi naman po natin synergy, ito po yung mga cooperation or an interaction. So it is giving rise to a whole, which is halimbawa yung hotel that is greater than simple sum of its parts. So magkakaroon po dito ng cooperation or working together or joint efforts po. So halimbawa yung mga mergers and acquisitions po, dito naman po it is buying or teaming up with a complementary business. So nagti-teaming up po sa ibang klase ng business and then they join forces po to grow faster. So yun po ang halimbawa ng synergy. And next is to give safe quality service. So ayun nga po, pagdating sa rooms, yung syempre mahalaga din yung security pagdating sa rooms, lalo na sa keys, sa mga passwords po, ganun. So here, a hotel is therefore structured to meet these objectives po. So ito po yung mga objectives kapag nagtatayo po ng isang hotel.
Alright, so before we proceed to the discussion, guys, I will be throwing questions, and the first 10 answers or unique answers, yung hindi na naulit, okay, that will be marked as your recitation. Okay, so I will be writing all the top 10 na answers or kung ano man yung question na ibabato ko sa inyo. Alright, so I will be recording those students na magpa-participate sa ating discussion, ha? Alright, Miss Ko, please.
Okay po, thank you po. Next page po. So here, tatalakayin naman po natin about sa revenue divisions or department po. So a hotel has two major revenue producing division po. So first, we have accommodations. Pag sinabi naman po natin accommodations, they are responsible for the sale of rooms. So driven by the front office department, supported by departments such as housekeeping, laundry, so telecommunications, health club, and engineering who make rooms saleable po. And next, we have food and beverage. So yung pangalawa po is food and beverage, which is responsible for the sale of food and beverage through food outlets like restaurant, room service, bars, and banquets, supported by the kitchen and stewarding departments po. So, first, yung pagdating sa accommodation, siyempre meron tayong front office. Yung front office naman po is the heart of the hotel that makes. So, bakit sinabing or why it is called the heart of the hotel? Yung front office po. So, first, sila po kasi ang gumagawa ng room reservation. Second, sila din po ang nag-register ng mga guests into the hotel. And then third, sila din po nagpo-provide ng information during their stay. So, how many hours or ano yung mga pwede nilang gawin during their stay. So, sila po nagpo-provide ng information. And then lastly, yung to maintain their master bills po. So, syempre, during their stay then kailangan aware din po yung mga guests about sa mga kung magkano na yung bill na napoproduce nila. And it is the most frequented and visible department. So, syempre, bago ka po, di ba, makapasok sa hotel, kailangan mo munang humarap sa front office. Kaya siya po yung most frequented and visible department than any other in the hotel, and therefore set the lead in the guest experience. Their prime responsibility is to sell rooms Una, to sell rooms. Pangalawa, to process rooms reservation. Next, to register guests. Next, to coordinate guest service. So ano pa ba yung ibang service na ma-offer nila? Next is to provide information and ensure the collection of room revenues and meet budgets po. So, yun nga po, front office, their prime responsibility is to sell rooms, process room reservations, register guests, coordinate guest service, provide information, and ensure the collection of room revenues and meet budgets po. So, here are the basic functions of the front office. So, yun nga po, first is to sell rooms. Second, to reserve rooms for guests before their arrival po. So, di ba, minsan, lalo na sa panahon ngayon, kailangan talaga natin na mag-reserve muna, di ba? Kasi kapag nag-walk-in ka na lang, then pagpunta mo, or kahit ready ka na, kung puno naman na yung rooms or wala nang slot, so hindi ka rin makakapasok. So, you have to reserve. So, para sa akin, magandang gawin is to reserve muna para sure na or hindi na masasayang yung pagpunta mo. Next is to register guests into the hotel. Next, to assign rooms. Next, to coordinate with other service. So, next is to control guest room keys. So, kapag dating naman po sa guest room keys, di ba, isa din po yun or yung passwords, isa din po yun sa pinakamahalaga na kailangang i-inform pagdating sa mga customer kasi may mga time na kapag nawala yung key, mga ganun. Kapag nag-request daw for room key, syempre kailangan muna yung informations about the guest, and then syempre i-check nila yon yung information na binigay ng guest, and then kapag yun naman po, halimbawa nakapasok na sila and then nag-ask pa sila ng key. So kailangan i-check yon ng front office kung mismatch ba or magmamatch yung details na binigay nila for requesting the keys for like kailangan nila ng any valid photo or identification. So any valid IDs po. And then sila din po hindi nila hinahand over yung room keys without the proper authentication of the guest identity po. So, if no picture identification is available by the guest, the front office assistant must accompany the guest to the room to confirm the identity po. So, kailangan silang i-assist to confirm their identity po. So, and then, so for example, in an emergency situation, can we use the information on the guest passport number? So yun po, sa pamamagitan po ng valid ID and then the computer's record po kung magmamatch po ba. And then kapag halimbawa naman po kapag when in doubt, yung mga customers with the identity and guest refused to be escorted to room, so kailangan i-inform agad yung front office manager immediately. Kapag nagda-doubt siya, kapag nagda-doubt yung guest na or tinanggihan niya na i-escort siya sa room para bago siya makapasok din. So, check if guest requires additional key or if he has lost his previous key. So, if guest requests additional key, kailangan nila mag-program ng new key with duplicate code po. So, if guest has lost, kapag nawala po ng guest yung key, kailangan din nila mag-program ng new key code po. And then, they are going to present the new key to the guest po. So, keys must never be issued to persons claiming to have the guest permission po. to enter the room unless the guest has personally given his or her verbal or written authorization. So yun po, pagdating sa room keys po. And next is to provide in-house and external informations to guests. So yun nga po, about dun sa room na i-stayan nila. So providing a guest with information means laying out facts to the guest po that or if whereas communicating with the guest can be interpreted as having an extensive conversation to the guest din po. And then next is to maintain accurate room status information. So, yun nga po, pagdating sa itsura ng room or yung occupancy ng room, so yung mga ganun, yung mga mahalagang information po about sa rooms. And then to maintain guest accountants and settle their bills po.
Alright. One moment. Okay, pause ko lang muna saglit, ha? Okay, so additional activity for all of you, including the reporters. Okay, I will be giving you a task of creating a hotel organization based on the topic that we're going to discuss from now. Okay? So, clarify lang natin. Okay? For hotel organization, so this topic is pertaining to a large independent hotel structure. Okay? Ibig sabihin, isa itong malaking hotel organizational chart. In a large independent hotel organizational structure, meron po tayong tinatawag na revenue department or revenue division. One, sa taas yan. Okay? For example, yan. Hotel organization or large independent hotel organizational chart. Okay, papagawin ko kayo based on your understanding and content of this report. Okay? Including the reporters, ha? Okay? So may nakalagay, large independent organizational structure. Hotel organizational structure. So meron tayong sa isang part na revenue divisions or revenue department. And meron din tayong other organizational structure that is a non-revenue division or non-revenue department na tinatawag. So now, dinidiscuss po ni Ms. Ko ang revenue divisions or revenue department. And under revenue department, meron pong dalawang sub-department yan. The accommodation and the F&B. Again, under the revenue department, meron pong dalawa. 2, accommodations department and the F&B department. And this front office department is under the accommodation department. So, number 1 is the front office. So, under po ng accommodation ay front office department. Okay? And the people or the position under the front office department are the following topics na i-discuss ni Ms. Ko. Alright? So, ito po yung mga basic functions ng front office department. Yan, nasabi naman po ni Ms. Ko yan, ha? Malinaw po? Malinaw po yung basic functions ng front office, ha? So, yan po lahat ang ginagawa at ina-accomplish ng buong front office department. And the people or position under front office department are the following. Miss Ko, please, gusto ko lang i-clarify yun sa inyo ha, para wala tayong confusion and mga maraming tanong pa. If you have any question, guys, please comment it sa chat box natin. Alright? We will entertain it. Alright? Miss Ko, please proceed. Thank you.
Okay po. Next is when it comes to reservation naman po. So, ito po yung sinasabi ko kanina.
Yes, that is one position. Okay, the reservation. Okay, reservation staff. Yan. Okay?
Yun po, yung mga reservation staff po or tinatawag din natin reservationist. So, here, the reservation role of reservations is to book rooms in advance. So, this section is the hub of the department. So, pag sinasabi natin hub or yung central ng department ng front office po, as it must maximize the sale of rooms. It is located at the back of the reception desk and often called the back office po. So a room charge and its occupancy is based on the use of the room at night and not the day. So nagbe-base daw po ang paggamit ng room, hindi siya pang day lang, which is nagbe-base po at night. So
Well,
here,
actually, kahit for example, the standard check-in, the standard check-in in a hotel is 2 p.m. Okay? For example, dumating si guest ng 2 p.m. and then nag-check out siya ng 5 p.m. Okay? Nagkaroon ng emergency for example. The charge na ibibigay sa kanya is the one night stay. Okay? Kahit sabihin mo na day stay lang siya for a day, or during the day, okay? Buong gabi or the whole room charge per night ang i-charge kay guest. Yun po ang ibig sabihin nun. Okay?
okay po. And then the challenge for a reservation is to ensure that these time slots are fully sold po. So, yun nga po, kailangan nilang i-ensure kapag, syempre, di ba pag nagpa-preserve naman, through calls naman po lahat. So, ayun, kailangan po nila i-ensure when it comes to time slots. And, yun nga po, dapat fully sold na po siya. So, may tinatawag din po tayong down payments or ganun po.
Yeah, down payments to assure or to secure the reservation of the guest.
Yes po. Okay po, thank you po. And the next bullet would be reported by Miss Kate Lagine po.
Good afternoon, sir. Next slide. Reception. The reception registers guests and assigns rooms to them. The receptionist receive and welcome the guests on behalf of the hotel. The main activity is to complete registration formalities, especially the billing information for the cashier to process during a guest's stay and upon departure. The reception controls all rooms, keys meticulously, and issues them and receives them back after a guest's stay. Yung reception po or yung mga receptionist po ng hotel is sila po yung naghahatid po ng service po ng mga guest po nila. Sila po yung tumatanggap ng mga bisita sa hotel po and sila rin po yung gumagawa ng mga reservation para sa mga customers. Sila rin po yung nagre-respond ng mga pangangailangan and po yung mga pangangailangan po ng mga guest po sa hotel. Next po is telecommunications. This department is responsible for all communication within and external to the hotel. They have a vital role of keeping the internal and external telechannels of communication open. Yung telecommunications po is responsible naman po siya para po sa lahat ng communication sa loob at labas po ng hotel. Mayroon din po silang mahalagang papel na panatilihing bukas po yung telechannel po nila sa panloob at panlabas po ng communication. Next po is guest relation desk. The guest relation executive ensures that all the guests, especially the VIPs, are kept comfortable during their stay. She is like the hostess in a home. She solves their stay problems and coordinates with different departments to give prompt and efficient services. Ang guest relation desk po is, kumbaga sila po yung unang bubungad po sa mga customers po, and sila rin po yung karaniwang bumabati po mula po sa pagpasok pa lamang po ng mga customers po. And yung guest relation desk po is ano po siya, parang guest relation coordinator din po sila. Sila po yung nag-escort po ng mga guests po sila po yung nag-escort ng mga guests hanggang sa kwarto ng mga guests po, and tumutulong rin po sila sa pag-aayos ng mga reservation. And sinisiguro rin po ng guest relation coordinator yung kaaya-aya at kasiyasiyang paglagi sa isang hotel po. Next po is front office cashier. Though a member of accounts departments, he is a crucial team member of the front office. The cashier maintains the guest accounts during his or her stay, monitor credit limits and settles bills as per instruction, being the only cash point in the lobby of the hotel. He keeps cash bank for hotel expenses and is licensed to receive and exchange foreign currency. Front office cashier naman po is responsible naman po sila sa pagtanggap po ng cash na ginagamit po sa pag-process po ng mga transaction po ng mga guests, and sila rin po yung kumukuha or tumatanggap po ng paunang bayad po ng mga guests o kaya mga reservation fees po ng mga customers. Last po is uniformed services.
No,
Is
wait,
the collect-
one moment. Pause muna tayo.
Okay.
Alright, so tapos na tayo sa front office department. So again, the people under the front office department are, number one, the reservations. So reservations, sila po yung nagko-collect ng lahat ng bookings. Sila po yung nakakausap ng mga guests to secure, to book the room, okay, to the date that they want, and the additional information or request that they need for their stay. Okay? Nakalimutan po siguro or hindi na isama doon sa slide yung paragraph na to. Okay? So most rooms are reserved in advance because most travelers come from the it's either outside the city, outside the province, or outside the country. So advance booking, reservation is the most common way on how you will secure your reservations. Okay? Maliwanag po ha. And also, so if a guest, okay, meron tayong advance booking or advance reservations na tinatawag, ano naman po sa tingin nyo yung tawag sa mga guest na pupunta sa hotel mo without a reservation? I want to see the answer from the students who are watching this presentation. So kindly comment your answer to the comment box. I will give additional grade for the first student that will give the answer. The question is, what do you call the guest that go to a hotel without a reservation? Okay, the first student na nakapagbigay ng answer is si Miss Redilias. Miss Redilias, kindly PM me your answer and remind mo ko sa additional points na bibigay ko sa iyo. Okay? So the correct answer is walk-in or walk-in guests. Okay? And the number 2 is the reception or the receptionist. So sila naman po yung nakakausap ng guest to confirm their reservation, or para sa mga walk-in, sila naman po ay yung nakakausap nila if there is an available room. Okay? And si receptionist din po or si front desk. Okay? Ito yung mga terms na kailangan yung tandaan. The reception area, doon si receptionist or si front desk staff or officer. Okay? So sila po ang nagko-control din ng key. Alright? So before, yung mga traditional key, yung bakal. Okay? The traditional na susi na alam natin. Pero ngayon, key card na ang ginagawa or ginagamit ng mga big hotels. So sila po ang nagko-control niyan, and also for the guest information, okay, and other services. Okay? To confirm their reservation, pupunta sila sa reception area or sa receptionist to confirm their booking, and then upon getting the necessary documents na kailangan, like for example, ito po yung mga kailangan nilang ibigay. The reservation confirmation email or letter or voucher. Okay? The proof of payment, kailangan din yun. Well, kapag meron ka ng confirmation email or confirmation voucher, okay, hindi mo na kailangan na pakita pa yung proof of payment mo kasi confirmed na nga yung booking mo. Okay? So, si receptionist po ang magko-confirm or magve-verify na. Okay? And so, bibigay na yung susi, and then pwede na silang mag-check. Number 3 is the telecommunications staff or the telecommunications. So, sila naman po ang nagbabato ng mga request from the guest na naka-check-in. For example, may kailangan sila sa housekeeping. I need an extra towel. Okay, so tatawag sila sa landline. Okay, pipindutin lang, may special button doon for housekeeping or for example room service. Kiklik lang nila, i-press lang nila yon, and then direkta na silang makakausap ng isang tao that will attend to their needs. Okay, pag-click nila doon, so it's either sa housekeeping, saan pa, sa restaurant ng hotel, if they have orders, okay, gusto nila ng magbigay or mag-order ng food na gusto nilang iserve sa loob ng kwarto nila. Okay? And also, we have the guest relations desk. So the guest relations executive ensures that all the guests, especially the VIP, kung madali naman siguro yung ibig sabihin ng VIP, no? Alam niyo naman siguro yon, or the very important persons. So this, sige, I want you to give example of the VIPs. Additional points ulit for VIPs. So sino-sino ba yung mga tinuturing nating VIP ng
Pwede
hotel?
ba ako sumagot, sir?
Bigyan natin chance yung mga
Okay, sir.
classmate natin kasi kayo, hindi na kayo mag-quiz dito sa ano na to eh. Okay, Villaflor, celebrity, correct. Panganiban, president, correct. Celebrity, may nakasagot na. President, may nakasagot na. Politics o politicians, pwede rin. Celebrity, may nakasagot na. Ano pa? Politiko, businessman. Sige, I will accept that. Geronimo, sige. Lahat po nung binabanggit ko po, paki-screenshot po nung comment nyo. Make sure na i-highlight nyo ha. Government official, okay na yan. Bankers, military personnel, pag si general, no? Pwede, sige. Misikan. Investor, investor of the hotel, pwede yon, sige. Mr. Fornea. Politician, mayor is politician. Millionaire. Ano? Millionaires? Millionaires. um, well, depende kung anong klaseng milyonaryo siya. Okay? Well, wealthy individual, guest, famous artist, o celebrity na yon. Economy, person. King and Queen. O sige, Miss Arahan. Sige, kindly screenshot your comment and then okay na yan. Paki-send po sa akin. Ambassador is part of the uh, politicians category. Major employer, no. Athletes, well, I think celebrity na rin yon. Okay. One more, investor. Nasagot na yan yung investor. Wealthy individuals. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you sa mga sumagot. Alright, and one also example of VIPs are our patronized guest or yung mga ano natin, yung mga repeat guest natin na may may mataas na loyalty points sa hotel natin. Alright? And lastly, that is a member of front office department is the front office cashier. Alright? So, meron tayong, ilan to? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? So, under front office department po, ay meron tayong 5 na position. The reservations, the reception, telecommunication, guest relations desk, and the front office cashier. But usually, the front office cashier in a smaller scale of organization, the receptionist is also the front office cashier na rin. Sila na rin yun. Okay? Sometimes in a bigger scale din ng organization, iisa na rin yun. Okay? But before kasi, syempre, iba yung mag-check-in, check-out na staff. Okay? Iba din yung magko-collect ng payment and magsasettle ng kanilang bills. Okay? So, the next department under the accommodations section is the uniform services. Okay? Hindi po siya under ng front office department, ha? Maliwanag po. Miss, sino ba ito nagre-report? Miss, nasa na siya?
Labine po.
Labine. Yeah. Miss Labine, ha? Clarify lang natin that the uniform services is not under the front office department. Okay? Separate po siyang not organization, but department. Okay? So these are, the following are the members of the uniform services. Miss Labine, please proceed. Thank you.
Uniform services is the collective term for lobby services, or the porter service is the main service of uniform services. Porter service po or sila po yung taga-bitbit ng luggage ng mga guest po. And then the other service naman po na provide ng uniform services is the transportation po. Yung pag-book po ng transportation ng kanilang guests and ng employees po nila. Katulad po ng taxi, airplane, and many more po. Okay na po. The next reporter is Mr. Dalton Canta. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. Lobby manager. The lobby manager coordinates all guest services from a central point. He is the representative of the general manager all the times during the day and night. She or she is a problem solver approach by all guests. So, pag sinabi na po lobby manager, siya, siya na po yung, he is the person who is responsible for providing an exceptional and amazing customer experience. Siya din po ang nag-ensure na that all the departments works in a effective manner and manages the regular flow of the operation in the lobby po. Next is concierge. 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 Sorry po. Concierge. Concierge provides personalized services and information in large hotels to the guests during their stay and also offers mail and messaging services. So, pag sabi na po concierge is an employee of a multi-tenant building. Siya din po ang nag-personalize po ng service and bibigay po information ng large hotels po to the guests during po sa stay nila and also nag-offer ng mails and messages services po. Next po. Bell desk. The desk coordinates the movement of guest baggage. This is a real challenge as the volume of baggage during a single day is very large for a busy hotel. They also carry out errands for the guests and the management within the hotel precincts. The bell desk is also responsible for the distribution of daily newspaper to the occupied guest rooms, executive offices, business center, and coffee shop. The bell desk keeps the first aid kit, some essential medicines under the first aid kit, and some essential medicines under the direction of house doctor in case of emergency. They are responsible for the left luggage procedures. So, bell desk therefore is an extended arm of front desk po. There are many activities at the time of their arrival. And the bell desk also keeps the first aid kit medicine for some for if there is incident happens. The bell desk also na din po yung nag-distribute po ng mga newspapers po doon po sa may occupied na guest rooms sa mga executive offices, business center, and coffee shop. Next po. Doorman. He is a person who welcomes guests at the hotel portal. He also helps in offloading and loading guest luggages, if required. An important duty is to see that the hotel porch is free of traffic congestion and direct traffic accordingly. So, doorman daw po is naka-station daw po siya malapit sa pintuan to monitor the entrance and hold the door for people po as they come and go. Yun lang po. Next reporter po will be Miss Lubigan. po. Valet. A male employee or a personal attendant to his employer. He is the one who greets the guests upon their arrival. They are the one who provides customer service by parking and retrieving their vehicles. Also, valet. Sorry, valet. My bad. It is a male employee or a personal attendant to his employer. He is the one who greets guests upon their arrival. And they are the one who provides customer services by parking and retrieving the vehicle of the guest. Also, they are the one who ensures that the parking area is clean and safe. They also welcome questions from the guests and recommend local places to visit or top attraction in the area po. And the next reporter po will be Miss Lubigan.
Sir, si Miss Lubigan po yung nasa trabaho po. Pero may binigay po siyang video. So, yun po daw.
I just hope mag-play yan, ha? And may sound. Maririnig namin.
Okay, so.
Sige.
Play mo na play.
Ako na magdi-discuss, ha? And then, and guys, get ready for the graded recitation, ha? Okay. Next slide, please. Transportation. So this one moment. All right, so transportation is also part of uniform services that that manages a fleet of hotel transport to serve several objectives. Ayan, number one, they provide free courtesy coach service to pick and drop guests at the airport, which usually are some distance away from the city. This transportation section is headed by a transport supervisor. So sino-sino po yung mga actually ang transportation services ay Mostly, ang mga hotels or airport hotels ang meron nito. Those hotels that are far from the airport, merong charge silang binibigay on top of their reservations. But if it is an airport hotel or a hotel that is near the airport, okay, free of charge yan. Right? And also, the section applies limousines for VIPs. Another responsibility is to pick and drop hotel employees so that they reach their duty on time, especially to take over from the preceding shift. Transportation also maintains the cars for the use of the management in their external duties. So lahat na yun ha, from dropping, pick up and drop off ng mga guests and VIPs. Pero yung mga VIPs sa limousines yan nakasakay. Alright? If there is a limousine of in the hotel, right? And also the transportation services also gives for the employees. Again, we are talking about big hotel organization ha. Sa mga hotel, sa smaller scale na mga hotel, wala pong ganyan. Okay? Any question po? So transportation is headed by a transport supervisor. Alright? Any question? Additional information from the reporter? Meron po ba? Wala?
Wala, sir.
Wala. Okay, next is the housekeeping department. So, nakakailang department na tayo? Dalawa. The front office department and the uniform services department. So, the third department is the housekeeping department. So, the housekeeping department is responsible for the cleanliness and maintenance and aesthetic standard of the hotel. The housekeeping provides laundered staff uniforms, room and restaurant linens, and fresh and dried flower arrangements. The different sections of hotel or housekeeping are the housekeeping control desk, which passes information to the housekeeping staff working at various parts of the hotel. We also have, so under housekeeping department, meron po tayong housekeeping control desk. Again, si housekeeping control desk po, sila po ang nagpapass ng information to the housekeeping staff sa different hotel department. We also have number 2 is the linen and uniform room that coordinates with the laundry for the supply and clean linen and uniforms. All right? And next is the laundry. Alam niyo naman siguro yung laundry. So sila po yung naglalaba ng mga soiled linens from the hotel rooms and the F&B department. So yung mga tablecloth, table napkins, okay, rugs, and everything na pwedeng labhan and i-reuse ng hotel. Next is the horticulture. Horticulture that tends all landscapes, gardens, and nurseries. Okay, sila po yung nagla-landscape. Pinaganda lang yung term pero mga hardinero at hardinera po sila ha. It's horticulture. Okay? Next is the flower shop. O kung saan po piniprepare yung flower for the events. Okay? And they also pwede din ipang-decorate sa mga rooms, sa lobby, sa buffet tables, and also binebenta rin siya sa mga customers. Okay, another is under pa rin ng housekeeping department is the lost and found section. Okay? So kapag po mayroong mga naiiwan, na may misplaced na mga gamit ang mga hotel guests sa hotel, sa rooms, sa lobby, or sa CR, for example, may naiwan sa CR na isang attache case, gano'n. So si lost and found section po ang magtatabi nun. Alright? Meron din po tayong tinatawag na guest room cleaning. Alright? So sila po ang nagme-maintain ng cleanliness ng lahat ng guest rooms na binebenta sa ating mga hotel. So sila po yung mga housekeeping, okay? Or housekeeping staff na tinatawag. Okay? And also the public area brigade or public area staff who are responsible for the cleaning of the front office, lobby, restaurant, and other area of the hotel. So, meron po ba tayong available na sample ng organizational chart ng isang housekeeping? Sa slide po, wala.
Wala, sir.
Wala. Okay, sige. So, that will be your a part of the activity na ibibigay ko sa inyo. Okay? So, lahat po na diniscuss ko po sa inyo at diniscuss po at i-discuss pa ng group na ito, kayo po ang gagawa ng sarili nyong organizational structure based on your understanding to this discussion. Alright? So, the part pa rin po to ni Miss, pangalan niya? Lubigan?
Lubigan po. Last na po yun, sir.
Last na to.
Yes po.
Alright, so part po ng housekeeping department, so ito po yung mga tao that responsible for the operations of the housekeeping department. Number one is the executive housekeeper. The executive housekeeper is the head of housekeeping and is responsible for translating hotel policies, procedures, and standards into housekeeping operations. Alright, so usually po, it's babae ang nilalagay na housekeeping or executive housekeeper. Okay? So executive housekeeper is part of the middle management team. Okay? So ibig sabihin hindi siya yung nasa ang top management kasi is the rooms division manager. Okay? So under niya is the executive housekeeper. Okay? Again, si executive housekeeper po ang nagta-translate ng hotel policies, procedures, and standards sa operations ng housekeeping department. And also, meron siya, syempre, assistant housekeeper. So, heads a shift as a housekeeping provides 24-hour service. They supervise floor supervisors who are given a set of floor with guest rooms to manage with a team of room attendants. Okay, yung tinatawag pong housekeeping staff, guest room cleaning brigade or guest room cleaning staff or room attendant, iisang term lang din po yun na ginagamit for housekeeping staff, ha? So it's either housekeeping staff, room attendant, or guest room cleaning brigade. Alright? Iisa lang po ang tinutukoy nun. Sila po yung tagalinis ng mga kwarto. Okay, from bed making, cleaning ng CR, okay? Paglalagay ng mga fresh linens, okay? Sila po yon. Okay, so si assistant housekeepers, o si assistant housekeeper po, so binibigyan siya mostly, as I said, itong dinidiscuss po nating organizational structure ay applicable for large scale sa mga malakihan, maramihan. Okay? So si assistant housekeeper po ay merong ina-assign sa kanya na floors. For example, 20 floors yung hotel. Alright? Hindi naman pwedeng isa lang yung assistant housekeeper mo. Diba? Sa buong hotel. Hindi niya yun kaya gawin. Alright? So, si assistant housekeeper po ang ina-assign for a specific floors to manage a team of room attendants. Alright? Maliwanag po? Any question? May question po ba sa mga students natin? Ay, wala akong sound. Meron akong sound. Nagulat ako. Wala akong sound. Sir, isa-send po ba sa G-class format po gagawin? Sige, later po i-discuss ko yung mga pag-usapan natin yung mga questions nyo regarding the activity. Ha? Okay? Any question po? Additional information from the reporters?
No, sir.
Ito na yung last part ni Miss Lubigan.
Yes po.
Okay. Sige, let's proceed.
So the next reporter is Mr. Kandare.
Good afternoon po, sir. Floor supervisor directs the cleaning of guest rooms on allotted floors through a team of room attendants. Working in hospitality and retail establishments, floor supervisors manage the front-end operations, such as performing opening and closing operations po. Delegating tasks to front-end employees throughout the day, and ensuring each customer or patron has an excellent experience po. Floor supervisors are typically employed by hotels, cruise, casinos, and any retail establishments that has a shop floor. Duties vary significantly depending on the industry, but there are few responsibilities common to all floor supervisors. This is not a position for someone who prefers a 9 to 5 schedule. Many floor supervisors work nights and weekends. A middle management position. Floor supervisors have a leadership role, and some managerial responsibilities such as depositing money, delegating work, and managing employees, though they still have a manager to answer to. The job title varies depending on the industry. A floor supervisor is a personnel hired by the hospitality and retail establishments who provide a quality experience to guests by inspecting the guest area cleanliness to maintain freshness. A floor supervisor collaborates with a manager to deploy custodial staff and train new employees. Responsibilities of floor supervisors. First is inspect guest areas for cleanliness. First impression. Cleanliness. Inspect guest areas for cleanliness. First impressions are everything, especially in the hospitality business. Floor supervisors routinely inspect guest areas for cleanliness and deploy custodial staff as necessary. Next is greet and build rapport with guests. A warm and open disposition is essential for floor supervisors, as one of their most important duties is providing a good first impressions to new guests. Establishing a good rapport with first-time guests leads them to become loyal patrons. Next is monitoring establishments' financial performance. Floor supervisors monitor the amount of revenue generated by the establishments on a daily basis. They create reports based on key performance indicators and present it to their managers regularly. Next is performing opening and closing procedures. Although some floor supervisors may work at establishments that don't close, they still need to open and close registers and make cash deposits on a daily basis. Next is diffuse customer complaints. Complaints. Sometimes a customer has a complaint that involves a employee. Floor supervisors have to remain objective, listening to both sides of the argument, and using their conflict resolution skills to diffuse the situation. These sometimes include disciplining employees. Next is delegate basic tasks to staff. Floor supervisors are responsible for making sure all of the staff does what is required of them. They collaborate with their manager during the hiring process and train new hires on company policy. They also delegate basic tasks on as needed basis. Next is room attendant, also called chambermaid, is responsible for cleaning and maintenance of allotted guest room. A room attendant works as part of the housekeeping service team at a hotel. Their job duties involve cleaning and sanitizing rooms, hallways, stairways, and guest areas. Okay po. They clean furniture, wash windows, vacuum carpet, sanitize bathrooms, change bed linens and replace towels. Duties and responsibilities of room attendant. Room attendant are responsible for cleaning and servicing guest rooms in order to provide a pleasant and comfortable experience for the guest. They ensure that all rooms are inviting and clean, and they address all guests' queries politely and knowledgeably. Next is houseman. They are male cleaning personnel allotted to rooms and public areas to manage heavy cleaning duties. A houseman is a man employed for cleaning, maintenance, and other general work outside and inside the home in order to keep the home and property presentable. Specific duties and skill may vary depending on the size of the home and the level of experience of the houseman. Houseman duties include assisting in the housekeeping department to clean common areas, repairing and replacing malfunctioned units and furniture, responding on guest requests and inquiries, flexibility to multitask, and coordinating to other personnel for concerns and guest assistance. Next is room linen room supervisor. Linen room supervisor. Coordinate the exchange of sold linen for fresh ones. With a team of linen attendants, she works closely with their laundry for the supply of clean linen. The linen room supervisors oversees the linen or uniform room operations. He or she ensures proper storage of linen, towels, and staff uniforms. He or she responds to guest needs. The linen room supervisor sets an effective way to communicate internally. He or she ensures teamwork and high productivity. Next is uniform room supervisor. Responsible for keeping uniforms in safe storage conditions. Also, he or she is responsible for issuing tracking, organizing, washing, and pressing uniforms for all employees. Assist with conducting uniform quality audits. Sir, ano po, yung plancha po ng uniform ng employee po.
Alright, hindi lang yung mga bed sheets ang pinaplansya and mga pillowcases ang pinaplansya ng mga sa hotel. Okay. In big organization or big large scale organization sa mga hotel, even the uniform ng mga staff po ay kasama sa laundry, paglalaba, yan, and pagpaplansya ng kanilang mga damit. Okay? Please take note of that. Thank you.
Assist with conducting uniform quality audits to ensure all uniforms are in good conditions po. Replace worn uniforms as needed. Ensure that there is always a well-maintained par level of a uniforms for new employees. Next is public area supervisor. Ensures the cleanliness, maintenance, and aesthetic upkeep of all public areas like lobbies, restaurants, banquet space, and etc. Banquet space, and etc. With a team of housekeeping. Public area supervisor is responsible for cleanliness of hotel's public areas including hotel's exterior. He or she also need to train and inspect the performance of assigned public area attendants, ensuring that all procedures are completed as per the hotel's operating standards. In charge and supervises cleaning activity of area, including lobby, restaurants, lunch, executive offices, pool area, public washrooms, garden areas, corridors, pathway, banquet, perimeter of hotel, heart of the house corridor, locker rooms, and staircases, and etc. Next is control desk supervisor. The housekeeping control desk is the main communication center of the housekeeping department. You are responsible for all information sent out and received from the control desk. You should have a telephone etiquette keep the notice board up to date with the relevant information. As a desk control assistant, you should maintain complete and up-to-date information of every departmental section that comes under housekeeping. Experience as housekeeping desk coordinator or housekeeping order taker. These are the duties and responsibilities of control desk supervisor. Good knowledge in handling good requests. Good knowledge of housekeeping operations. Responsible for departmental keys and guest rooms master cards. Responsible for all calls coming to the desk and to convey the right message to the right person. Maintaining records to relate to day-to-day operations housekeeping. Follow up with concerned department in case of guest request complaints. Updating the housekeeping data board with information like VIP in-house today's, occupancy percentage, arrivals, departures, to-do list, room for super cleaning, and etc. Good understanding of the property management softwares. Allocate work for each staff according to the point system or workload for the day. Make the relevant room status changes on the software as per the instructions given by floor supervisors. Prepare the room discrepancy list for front office. Prepare the VIP amenities list. Prepare the minibar consumption list. Post minibar and laundry charges to the respective guest folios. Prepare monthly sales report for minibar laundry, dry cleaning, and other miscellaneous sales. Prepare the missing or broken item register. Handle the lost and found procedures and all inquiry. Maintaining the I need it now cupboard. Changing the room status for vacant dirty to vacant clean and changing the room status as per requirement. Coordinating with engineering or maintenance department for room maintenance issues. Coordinate with the front office department. Should have complete information rated all the rooms in the hotel. Should have information of every staff and where they are allotted for the work. Give proper handover to the next shift and mention all responsibilities in detail to the next shift staff before leaving. Assist housekeeper assistant assist housekeeper and assistant housekeeping for preparing the monthly report and budgets. Next reporter po ay si Mr. Goles po.
Horticulturist is responsible for the upkeep of all landscape gardens and nurseries. Ang horticulturist po, from the word horticulture, in charge sila sa mga sceneries regarding sa gardens or gardenings. Lahat ng may kinalaman sa nature, they provide service for the hotel. Next po.
Okay, including doon yung pagtitrim ng mga puno sa mga, for example, dito sa Taal Vista, maraming puno dyan. Okay, horticulturist ang in charge sa landscape, sa mga flowers, sa mga trees, alright, in general, alright?
Laundry. This is critical department that launders that volume of bad linen stock. Launders that
Okay.
volume of
Okay.
bad line.
If I may interrupt you, Mr. Goles. Alright, so this is another department ha. Hindi na siya under ng housekeeping department. So in this topic, sineparate yung laundry department. Since it's a big or large scale organization or hotel organization structure. Okay? Sineparate yung laundry department. So, nakakailan na tayo? From front office to uniformed services, number 2. Number 3 is the housekeeping. And then number 4 is the laundry department. Okay, Mr. Goles, please proceed. Thank you.
Laundry. This is critical department that laundry the volume of bad linen stock, uniforms, and guest garments. Large hotel find it prudent to have an in-house laundry control, the movement of precious assets of the hotel linen and uniforms. Smaller hotel may outsource this activity to local laundries who may or not deliver linen and uniforms to critical to safe of room and restaurant service on time. So ang laundry po ay place for cleaning clothes. Nagbibigay sila ng services for washing clothes in different ways. Yung large hotel po, meron silang place for this. May nakalaan po para dito while smaller hotels outsources or naghahanap ng service pa sa ibang laundry shop outside their hotels. Next po.
Dun po sa sinasabing, okay, another question. Di ba sabi ni Mr. Sino nga ulit to? Gandare. Tama ba si Mr. Gandare na to?
Po?
Goles. Mr. Goles. Sorry. Sabi ni Mr. Goles is that they if the hotel wait lang, one moment. Nabanggit niya ba? Okay. So what do you call the strategy or process if hindi na po provide or hindi kayo i-provide ng isang organization or for example sa laundry department, may term silang ginagamit para sa labas or kunwari may kakilala kang isang laundry shop, okay? What do you call the strategy na ginagamit nila para sa labas na lang kumuha nung maglo-laundry at hindi na sa loob ng organization mo or hotel? Do you know the term? Nandun yun sa PDF na binigay ko kay Mr. Garabiles eh. Hindi sinama sa sa slideshow ninyo. Sa presentation ninyo. Contract out laundry. Wrong. I mean the process of getting the services outside the organization. Self-service po. Hindi. What do you call the process or the strategy? Suggestive strategy, no? So for example, ito yung example. Ayun nga, yung first example natin is that wala kayong laundry inside. Kunwari maliit lang yung hotel ninyo. Laundry delivery service po. Hindi. Mali. Wala kayong laundry department or wala kayong washing machine kunwari maliit lang yung organization nyo or maliit lang yung hotel nyo. Kesyo bumili pa kayo ng malalaking washing machine, dryer, tapos may mga plancha pa, taga-plancha. What is the process of getting it outside? Alright. Nauna po si Miss Panganiban. Outsourcing. Correct, Miss Panganiban. Thank you. So outsourcing is the process of or is a strategy to contain the cost of managing the high cost of a laundry. Okay? Or even with other services. Okay? So for example, yung may mga numbers of condominiums sa Wind Residences. Instead of hiring a housekeeping staff na bibigyan mo pa ng sweldo mo pa yan, tapos yung mga benefits pa yan like SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, blah 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 and all. Okay, so instead of hiring a a real employee, okay, pwede mong i-outsource yan or outsourcing ang tinatawag doon, ang tawag doon. Ha? Alright, so, um, ano tayo? What?
Laundry supervisor oversees a ship as most busy laundries maintain at least 2 ships if not 3. Yung laundry supervisor, sila yung pinaka-in charge sa pagbabantay ng works ng bawat tao nila sa pagla-laundry. Washerman washes the tons of laundry in industrial washing machines. His challenge is to use the right formulas to get the maximum cleaning effect from them. Yung washerman naman yung in charge sa maraming paglalaba and sila ang mga nag-iingat kung ano ang tamang way para mapalinis kahit madami ang nilalaban nila. They also use machines for this. Dry cleaners use industrial dry cleaning machines to meet the demands on a daily basis. The demand for dry cleaning in mostly for uniforms and guest garments. Yung dry cleaners po, sila yung gumagamit ng dry cleaning process sa laundry. Ginagamit ang dry cleaning mostly sa uniform at masiselang damit. Next po. Pressmen use various presses to iron both linear and garments. Presses include flat work iron. Sir? Flat work iron. Which irons large sheets and table linear. Yung flat work iron gamit po ironing sa malalaking sheets such as table linears, yung mga panghandaan. Hot-headed presses for garments. Yung hot-head presses for garments, yung kumbaga high quality ng tela. Steam presses for stubborn garments. Steam press is for mabigat ang end at makakapal na tela. Uniform presses to give contours to uniform. Uniform presses from the word itself naman is para sa tela ng uniform. Sheet shirt presses designed to give shirt their creeps, collars, and sleeves. Shirt presses naman, it is designed irons para mag-stand out yung tupi ng collars. Hand presses for light garments. Hand presses for ordinary at malalambot na tela for sensitivity ng tela para maiwasan yung pagkasira ng quality ng tela. Next po. Spatters. Remove spot and stain He is a specialist who must have an understanding of fabrics and qualities of various stain. Yung spotters po, from the word spot, sila yung bahala sa pag-alis ng mancha at expertise nila ang information about any kind of fabric. Shorter market.
Classmates niya. O sige nga, dito sa spotters, di ba? They are specialists who must have an understanding of fabrics and qualities of various stain. Okay, so alam nila kung if a specific stain, okay, ay napunta dito sa fabric na to, okay, alam nila kung anong klaseng treatment ang gagawin nila. So mag-question to your about partnership. My question to the students, what kind of fabrics do you know? I will only accept the first 4, 5 types of fabric na alam nyo. So I will be waiting for the answers of the students before we proceed. Before we proceed to the sorter, marker, packer. Silk, number 1. Cotton, number 2. Taffeta. May taffeta ba sa ano? Velvet. Surf fabcon. Ay, sorry. Fabric conditioner. Ay, sorry. sorry. Denim, that's one. Sorry, natawa lang talaga ako. Wool, chiffon, sige. Denim, tama na, okay na yon. Yun lang, that are the common fabric na ginagamit sa mga hotels. Okay? Alright, please proceed.
Shorter marker packer.
Ayan, sorter, marker, packer.
Receive, sort, and pack guest laundry in a manner to keep an accurate account of guest garments as also to return the exact one up to their owner. Sila po yung nag-aasikaso ng laundry before isauli sa mga customer. At saka sila yung nag-aayos para hindi po magalo-halo. Next reporter is Mr. Garabiles.
So, good morning, good afternoon po. So, laundry valet is the reason who collects and return guest laundry from guest rooms. He must have good communication and guest handling skill as he interacts with the guest directly. So, ang laundry valet daw po is sila po yung kumukuha ng mga laundry ng isang guest sa isang hotel sa kanilang mga rooms, and kailangan daw po is magaling makipag-interact ang isang laundry valet sa mga guests kasi sila din po yung humaharap sa kanila and sila din po yung nagbabalik ng mga laundry ng isang guest. So next slide po. Desk attendant is the one who keeps channels of communication open for the laundry with all other departments and especially the housekeeping. So yung desk attendant naman daw po is yung parang central communication ng isang hotel kasi sa kanila po dumadaan lahat ng calls sa lahat ng department, especially daw po sa mga housekeepers. Kung may lilinisan na kwarto, sa kanila po tumatawag. So next po. Engineering This department is responsible for the supply of air conditioning or heating, lighting, mechanical, electronics, and civil works of the hotel. The housekeeping depends of them of climate control, mechanical equipment, and main finance of furniture. So yung ito daw pong department na to is yung responsable sa mga maintenance sa isang hotel gaya ng air conditioning, lighting, and etc. Dumedepende rin po sa kanila yung housekeepers para sa pagme-maintenance ng mga gamit panglinis sa isang hotel. So next, Chief Engineer, a man qualified and experienced to lead a team of engineers. So ito daw po yung tawag sa leader ng isang team ng engineers. Mechanical engineer, responsible for all mechanical works and like elevators, escalators, mechanical equipment, etc. He has a workshop where mechanics repair and maintain things. So yung mechanical engineer daw po is responsible naman sa pag-maintain ng mechanical works sa isang hotel gaya ng mga elevators and escalators. Civil engineer, responsible for all building and allied services in addition to carpentry, masonry, and plumbing. He would also be responsible for all water treatment and sewage system. So, civil engineer naman daw po, sila daw po yung responsible sa structure ng isang hotel at sila rin po yung responsible sa water treatment and sewage system sa isang hotel. Next po, electrical engineering. Responsible for all electrical system like power and lighting fed by substation, the building. He has the responsibility for the air conditioning and refrigerator. So yung electrical engineer naman daw po is responsible sa electrical system ng isang hotel. Sila din ang maintain ng air conditioning ng isang hotel at refrigerator ng isang hotel. So sa electronics naman po, electronics engineer, responsible for all electronics equipment, including network personal computer, electronic engineering control panels, security system, fire alarm system, music systems, audio-visual system, etc. operated by electronics. So yung electronics engineer naman daw po is yung responsable sa lahat ng electronic devices na ginagamit sa isang hotel. Like for example is yung fire alarm ng isang hotel. Sila po yung nag-maintain nito kung gumagana ba ito na maayos. And that's all for my report. And the next reporter is Miss Labarda. Yes po. Yes, sir.
Alright, so I think, ano ba to? Engineering. Sige. Last na natin yung health club and recreation, and then let's cut the discussion. Next meeting na ulit yung F&B department. Alright? Sige. Miss Labardia. Tama ba?
Labarda po.
Labarda. Sige.
And recreation. The department considers a minor event but with a huge impact on floor that is getting increasingly. Sir, okay. Hello po. Sir, sir, yung connection po dito puputol-putol po. Na, mahina po yung signal. Hello?
Kayo na lang ulit i-explain ito para maintindihan ng mga classmates. Okay, sige. Miss Labarda, please continue.
So, health club session po, nagpo-provide po siya ng physical fitness activity. Hello po. Okay na po yung ano.
Sige lang, proceed ka lang.
Yun po, nagpo-provide po siya ng ano. physical for those business po. Club is especially independent and in charge one gymnasiums for men and women and swimming pool. So health club naman provide po ng mga gyms for men, women, at swimming pool po. Recreation can be based on the number of options, hotel costs, and so ang recreation have different recreation activities such as tennis courts and such as swimming pool, games like that po. The fresh for the body and mind of the guests. Next slide po. Next slide po. The typical personnel in the areas will be manager. He and training. So, ang hotel club manager po ay responsible po siya sa mga health club operations po. Health club receptionist receives and enrolls members, keeps accurate account of membership, also collects payment for services used. She distributes towels and lockers keys to those using the swimming pools and gyms. So, ang health club receptionist po, siya po yung greet po mga guests din, nag-collect din po siya ng mga guest or service. Next slide po. Next, gym instructor. There is one requirement to give the right advice on how to use gym equipment. They are qualified for person na trainee po, provide po ng staff po sa mga nasa gym po. Masseurs or masseuse give massage to tired bodies. They are skilled in their art. So, ang mga masseurs po, nagbibigay po ng mga massage, masseurs, mga massage, mga therapists po ng So, lifeguard are statutory require there is swimming pool at emergencies. Yung mga lifeguard naman po nasa swimming pool po sila to aid para sa mga emergency swimming purposes. Next po.
Okay, so before we cut na muna natin, Miss Labarda. Okay, so again, so the last department for the accommodations department. So isa-isahin ulit natin ha for the clarification. Under accommodations department, we have number 1, front office. Okay. Number 2 is the uniformed services. Number 3 is the housekeeping. Number 4 is the laundry department. Number 5, the engineering department. And the number 6 is the health club and recreation. So the health club and recreation po, lahat ng physical activities inside the hotel ay kasama po dito. So we have the health club manager, Okay, the health club and recreation is headed by the health club manager. So siya po yung nagda-direct, facilitate ng hotel policies, standards. Siya yung nagdi-discipline and nagtitrain sa mga staff sa loob ng kanyang department. Okay? And most health clubs also maintains a membership to the health club of the local community. So kumbaga pwede rin siya na outside the hindi man sa mga hotel guest, so sa community or outside the hotel, pwede rin siyang gamitin. So again, ulitin ko lang ha, so this type of organization is only applicable for the large scale organization. Okay? Next is we have health club receptionist. So siya yung receives, nag-enroll of the members and keeps an accurate account of membership. Okay? Payments, distribute towels and locker keys to those using the swimming pools and the gym. Okay, next is we have gym instructor. Alam niyo naman siguro yung trabaho ng gym instructor ha. So siya yung nag-a-assist sa mga guest or mga members na gustong magpa-train sa isang sa gym. Alright? And usually, gym instructor are qualified in physical fitness. Okay? Kailangan meron silang proper knowledge in physical fitness. Hindi lang yung basta gym instructor na malaki katawan. Okay? Kailangan physical fitness qualified siya or certified. Certified physical fitness instructor. Okay, next is the masseurs and the masseuse. Masseurs for the male and masseuse for the female. Female therapist, okay? Mga lalaking nagmamasahe, ang tawag po doon ay masseurs. Ang babaeng nagmamasahe, okay? Nagmamasahe, hindi yung minamasahe. Okay? O yung babaeng massage therapist ay masseuse ang tawag. So sila po ang nagbibigay ng massages sa buong katawan ng isang pagod na guest. Okay? Next is the lifeguard. Okay, so they are qualified in first aid in case of emergency, drowning, mga accident sa loob ng swimming pool. Okay? So marunong silang mag first aid, CPR. Okay? In case of emergency. Okay? And lifeguards are also very critical sa mga sea beaches, sa mga resorts. For example, ang isang hotel ay hotel and resort. Okay? So, it's very important na merong lifeguard and qualified in first aid and CPR. Okay. In the hotel has a private beach. It's responsible for the safety and guests using the beaches. And then coaches. Coaches are provided for the sporting activities. Like basketball, tennis, badminton, volleyball, and other sports na meron sa loob ng hotel. Alright, so that comprises the health club and recreation department. Alright, any question? Additional information from the reporters? Do you have any?
Wala, sir.
Wala naman. Alright, so for now, let's cut our discussion hanggang sa health club and recreation. Alright, so lahat po ng discuss po natin is under the accommodations department. Okay? And that accommodation department is under the revenue divisions or department. Maliwanag po ha? So ilang level yon? So from the sub-departments na diniscuss natin, sa taas, under the umbrella po yon ng accommodations department. And the accommodation department is under the revenue department. Okay? Any question po from the class? May clarification po ba sa ating mga other students on the other side? Ay, hindi pa naka-open yung ano. Sorry. Alright, so our next discussion will be F&B or food and beverages. Okay? I think we can afford to have a quiz before we start the discussion. Okay, so before please study and review this video for your reference. Okay? So kung meron kayong nakalimutang isulat, you can review this video for your reference. Any question? Any other concern? May concern pa po dun sa announcement ko kanina? Baka meron kayong pakitanggal na po ng presentation muna. Ayan. Okay, ano pa? So, si Miss sino nga ulit yun? Labarda. Si Miss Labarda. Miss Labarda, ikaw pa rin po ang magdi-discuss ng F&B, yung first part ng F&B?
Apo.
Okay. Sige. Hopefully, merong maayos na yung connection mo next meeting, ha? Para hindi nagpuputol-putol yung ano.
Sige po.
Alright, so hanggang health club lang po ba yung quiz? Yes po. So from the start of the discussion hanggang doon sa health club and recreation yung quiz natin. Okay? Konti lang yan, siguro mga 30 items lang. 30 questions lang. Tama na yun. Before we start. Kakain tayo. Any other question, concern, clarification po? Meron po ba? Sir, sabinta po ba yung attendance? Later po, magbibigay pa ako ng instruction.
Just tonight.
Okay, so before we end this discussion, I will be sending the link for your attendance, guys.
Part is saying to you. Aalihin mo ang sakit.
No?
Mga kapitbahay ang kumakain. Ano masasabi mo?
One moment, guys.
Ano po ang McDo kung wala kang consideration?
Sir, sabi mo. Sir, i-PM na po ba yung mga sir? Yes po. Paki-PM na po yung mga yung mga screenshot at including ang ingay nyo. Nagkakasi ako. Ang ingay ng mga teacher dito talaga. Lalo na yung mga walang consideration. Pero may McDonald's. Okay, so please fill out the form and then take a screenshot and send it to me. Okay, including the screenshot po nung nung ingay ni Sir Emil, sabi ni Miss Sikat.
Ganon, sikan.
Okay? Hindi.
Nasa kitchen mo. Wala ba't nasa kitchen mo? Ha?
Dahil mo Shanghai na kinain.
Napakatakaw mo kasi. Nakadalawang milyon yung
Okay.
leche plan. Dalawang microwavable na Shanghai.
Uy, ang iin nyo.
Parang disaster.
Okay, sige pa, pa-send na lang po. Take a screenshot and send it to me. By the way, guys,
By the way, guys,
it's nice to meet you all.
by the way, guys, dapat teacher.
Paano po ako? Ayun, nakalimutan ko yung sasabihin ko. Ang iingay nyo kasi. Kaya nga. Ano yung sasabihin ko?
Fabric, popcorn.
Hindi. Yung may mga question po sa grades niyo, PM nyo na lang ako, ha? Thank you. Have a nice day, guys. Bye-bye.
Sir, nakamute po kayo, sir. Hindi po kayo naririnig.
Ay, sorry. Hindi, sa inyo lang ako nakamute. sorry. Kung may mga question po dun sa mga grades nyo, yung may mga question and clarification and PM nyo na lang po ako. Well, guys, alam nyo naman kung saan kayo nagkulang. Basta ako hindi ako nagkulang sa inyo.
Kaya kayo hindi wala yan. Bye, Sikan!
Bye-bye. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po.